Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Enzo Maresca wanted the Chelsea players to send a message to all of those teams out there and also to the fan base as well. And the message goes something like this: we are young and we are serious, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, when I saw this post-match yesterday, when everyone was, commenting on it and quoting on it on Twitter, I felt something really powerful. That message to me was loud and clear. It definitely did send a message to the wider community. We are young. We are serious. This is brilliant. You know what? As I've always said, since Enzo Maresca has taken over, that this brother is very good when it comes to media work, when it comes to press conferences, when it comes to interviews. He's very well spoken. He's very, very well spoken, and excuse me, and he articulates his points brilliantly. He doesn't seem to fluff about it. He doesn't seem to sugarcoat it. Whatever is being asked of him, he does answer it with a lot of authority, with a lot of confidence, with a lot of oomph. Do you know what I mean? So look, this is brilliant, and I like to see the manager come out publicly and state these sort of comments. And look, the whole thing goes something like this. Maresca, before the game, I asked the players, even because we're the youngest squad in the league, I asked them to show how serious we are. Send a message: we are young, we are serious. This is brilliant. One of the biggest things that us in the fan base, and I know I am guilty of it as well, and a lot of you guys will probably feel the same way too, is we do get caught up in the fact that our team is very young. It's somewhat a tad bit immature at times. But this manager is saying, no problems, no problems. We are young. We may be a little bit immature at times, but this is your opportunity right now, players, to go out there and show them we're serious as well. Don't get too caught up in the age. Don't get too caught up in the immaturity at times. We are serious. And you know what? When managers, I said this last season, when a manager talks in a certain tone, it rubs off on the players as well. If you guys remember, when Pochettino was talking the way he was talking last season, especially in the latter half of the season, when he was, being a little bit pessimistic, when he was talking up Spurs, when he was talking down on Chelsea, when we were playing Middlesbrough, this, that, the other, you could see the way Pochettino was talking and his lack of confidence was rubbing on of the players, who then displayed as well a weaker performance, a timid performance. Yes, later on in the season, it kind of clicked a little bit, but then again, the basketball nature never stopped. So some of those results right at the end of the season, even though positive, the underlying issues were there. Maresca, on the other hand, this season, he's been talking very confidently, whether it's been in regards to a player, whether it's in regards to an opposition. And he's been not just confident, he's been truthful about it. And you can once again see the same attributes, the same, confidence level being translated on the players. When we see interviews of Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer post-match against West Ham, when Nicholas Jackson did really well, Cole Palmer did really well as well, both the players were not fazed one bit. They were like, yeah, we got the victory against West Ham, no problems. Now we move on to the next one. We're not going to dwell about this too much. We're focused on the task ahead. And that is the switch of mentality that I feel has been one of the biggest changes from last season. So look, yes, the message is loud and clear. Yes, we have felt the message. I definitely felt the message. For me, this was simply powerful from Enzo Maresca. Let's see what else has been said. Enzo Maresca on the win against Barrow. Very happy with the performance, with the result. We made many changes, but the idea was the same. This has to be one of our targets, no matter who we play, for the identity of the team to always be there. I love it. Brilliant. So we talk about a philosophy. We talk about an identity of the team. And Enzo Maresca saying, no matter who we play, this is how we want to showcase our football. And, so that people understand this is Chelsea football side. This is how they play their game. And we're not going to change that for any oppositions out there. Our first and foremost plan is to play this way. And then we'll see where it goes from there on. I know Arsenal in recent times, they've changed their They've changed their philosophy somewhat. When they come up against quality big teams, they do want to play a little bit more pragmatic. Now, is that something that Enzo Maresca down the track might implement? We shall see. Right now, I think what Enzo Maresca is trying to do is embed a particular philosophy, which is the default way of us playing. And then down the track, once we have that absolutely bedded down, we'll think about whether we need to be pragmatic, once we come across teams that equally want to play football with us. So we shall see, because all of this stuff is, football is an evolution. And right now, Chelsea's in the early stages with Enzo Maresca. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Maresca. We could play, and this is what I like. I love how Enzo Maresca, he tries to educate the fan base. He tries to educate the media. Because obviously there's a lot of people out there who consistently say, why can't players like Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku, João Felix, Palmer, all of them play together, Pedro Neto, why can't they play together? Get them all playing together. And I love how Maresca has responded to that by saying, we could play with Nico, we could play with Cristo, João, Palmer, and Noni, but then who's defending? Me and you. We will run back. The problem is I want to play all of them because I like football and I want to keep the ball. The problem is when we lose the ball, not all can defend at the same level. This is brilliant. This is what we always talk about in the fan base, that the balance needs to be right. We've got a lot of attacking players, a lot of talented players. Similarly in midfield as well, we've got a lot of players as well. But the balance needs to be right. The right combination. We cannot be exposed in the game. We have to hone in on which players can give what type of attributes during the game. So love this educational piece from Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca on the fullbacks and their roles changing. We try to prepare the game, depends on the other team. We try to find solution, and Palace was one plan. Today was another plan. Marlow in the first half, Chilwell in the second half were playing like attacking midfielders on the ball. It is to create an overload on one side of the pitch, to have more options to pass, not just one. The idea is to give them more solutions, and then they decide. Brilliant, yeah. And this is exactly what we've seen. Even when Chilwell came on yesterday in the second half, Chilwell was trying to invert as well. He was more underlapping as opposed to overlapping. Same thing with Malo Gusto. He was underlapping as opposed to consistently overlapping. There were moments where Malo Gusto overlapped as well. That chance where Pedro Neto backheeled to Malo Gusto and Malo Gusto whipped in a cross for Nkunku's flicking goal. So it's a good balance. As Maresca is saying, we want to produce many different options for you. You then find the best solution for yourself. So this is good to see. This is what's called managing. This is what's called training. This is what's called tactics, giving them a plan. And this is fantastic to see, because we didn't see this level of tactics being provided to players and being trained on and then executed on match days. We didn't see this level of information being outlaid last season by Mauricio Pochettino. So great to see that Enzo Maresca is doing that. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson are the Premier League's best attacking partnership. This is fantastic, and this is, of course, I believe it, that they are the best attacking partnership at the moment. I think it says 22 chances, 10 goals. Brilliant. After that is Bailey and Watkins. Saka and Havertz are third. Nunez and Salah are fourth. So Palmer and Jackson, we saw last season, both of them, creating chances for each other, scoring off each other as well. And we've started to see that this season already as well, where I'm pretty sure Nicholas Jackson's, both his assists this season, I think he's probably got 2 assists, are for Cole Palmer's goals. So, yeah, this is brilliant. Hopefully this partnership continues, and let's see that both can help each other to go on to the next level. Why not? I love it. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. Breaking: Chelsea are in talks to Qatar Airways over a front of shirt sponsorship. Beautiful news. This dropped just before the match yesterday. I would love to see this. I would love to see Qatar Airways front of shirt sponsor of Chelsea Football Club. As well as Qatar Airways, Chelsea is in talks with 2 other major airlines about the front of shirt sponsorship deal. I believe Saudi Airways, Riyadh Airways was one last season that we talked about as well. I'm pretty sure they're in line for a front of shirt sponsorship. But it's good to see we are getting some legitimately good sponsors. What we're talking to legitimate good sponsors. I'm not sure we've got them yet, but it's crazy when the results slowly start going your way. These sponsors want to knock on your door, and this is the thing. We have to continue in this vein. We have to continue getting good results. Look at that. That would look sensational. That really would look sensational on our jersey. It is a shame, we still haven't got the front of shirt sponsorship yet. 5 matches down in the Premier League. God knows how many more matches until we can actually lock something down. Similar thing happened in last season as well. So we do need to get better with this. But of course, good results will drive better sponsors, and down the track, we shouldn't have a problem once we have a consistent level of performances. Sponsors will come and knock on our door as opposed to us trying to knock on their door. So look, I would love to see Qatar Airways become the sponsor. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. If not, maybe even Riyadh Air as well from Saudi Arabia. But these level of sponsorships are very good news for Chelsea. Let's see if there's anything latest that has popped up since we started recording. Nothing as yet. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is the latest. Let me know your thoughts in regards to Enzo Maresca's powerful message. Yes, we are young, but we are damn serious. Let's go. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.